It's day 8 of my challenge. I'm trying to reach the rating of 2000 in chess before the end of the year. And today we try to reach the rating of 1500. Let's go. We have the black pieces against one player that plays e3. We go for the center. Classic. Okay, and they're playing c4. This is called English opening. Actually, one c4 is called English opening, but it's basically very similar because they are playing the move e3, which is also typical in the English. Not that move 2. What we can do here with the black pieces, we have to develop our pieces. We have to bring the knight out and the bishop out. The question is, how do we want to play? I think we will play exactly like it is a Sicilian. If we have the white pieces, this would be basically a Sicilian. We play e4 and they play c5. Okay. Now it's completely different because they are already going for the center and we have a choice. Should we trade or should we... I think we will trade. And once they trade back, we will play against the isolated pawn. This is something very important as general chess knowledge. So we will see. Okay, they have a choice. They can take back with the pawn or with the queen. I gave for granted that they would take back with the pawn. And now we can go bang. This is similar to the Caro-Kann pawn of attack with the difference that the pawn would be here. Anyway, what is going to happen in this position? We are going to trade those two pawns. And then white is going to be left with this pawn that is called isolani or isolated pawn. This pawn cannot be protected by any other pawn and is therefore weak. On the other side, this pawn is controlling some very important central squares. That's the compensation that white is getting. For us, it's good to trade pieces and go to the endgame because that pawn will be always weaker and weaker and white will not have many chances to exploit this control over the central squares. Okay, one move at a time. We have to develop the pieces. So first we go with the bishop out. We're also attacking this pawn. So now they have a big question in front of them. Will they take? Will they push? What do they want to do? Usually taking is the normal move. Maybe even b3 could be considered, but I don't really like it. Okay, they are going to take. And taking back with the knight is the standard way. Remember, trading pieces is good for me because White's idea, why is white having this pawn? Well, the idea is that they want to bring maybe a knight there and then a bishop here and then try to bring the queen to give mate. They want to attack. But if we trade pieces, their attack is going to... well, it's going to be not so strong. That's what we want to do. Now, they want to go... they are protecting this pawn with the queen. I think it's good for us to develop really quickly. A question is bishop here or bishop there, pinning the knight. I like bishop here. It seems more active, controlling some very nice squares. And I'm ready to castle. That's very important. Okay, so we go for castle, right? Bang. There we go. I think white will also castle. And then we have a very classic position with an isolated pawn. How to play? We still have to bring other pieces. No, the rooks are still not playing. So I'm considering a move with the queen. Now, if I go with the queen there, that could be bishop here. And I lose the queen. That's why I think I will play the move h6. Controlling the square, and then maybe I can play queen here. By the way, it's insane that if I play queen f6, I would have lost the queen. Now you're asking a question to my bishop. What do you want to do in your life? Do you want to trade? No, I don't like to trade bishops in open positions like this one. The center is not blocked by pawns, so the bishops are so fast moving from one side to the board to the other. I don't want to trade bishops for knights in such a position. Now, I'll keep going with my plan, queen here. Yeah, I saw this move just a millisecond after. I should have seen it before, because now I'm trading my bishop for the knight. Yeah, queen there was not a great idea. I will go with the queen back home, and we can trade, if you want. Okay, they are not trading, but they want to maybe take here, which is also quite strong. I think I will go back with the knight there. I'm really a little bit afraid of this sacrifice that they might take here, just snap it. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous. How can we avoid it? Okay, I will play bishop here. I want to trade there, and if they take, I will not take back immediately, probably. I will first take there, then this, and then maybe queen here. threatening mate and attacking the bishop. Trades are good for me. Let's not forget that. And actually, I'm happy if now my opponent trades this knight for the bishops, so the position is simpler. Again, this, you have to be, in order to play this with the black pieces, you need to be ready to defend yourself. Because you might be under pressure, and I'm under pressure. There is this idea of this sacrifice that is quite scary. Now I have a chance to get rid of this knight, but then the pawn will not be any more weak. And my opponent is left with an amazing bishop pair. So I'm not sure if I should do that. On the other side, this move is a threat, and I have just 2 knights. Okay, I can consider taking here, because after knight takes, there is knight there, and I'm giving a fork. The queen moves somewhere, and then I take. Rook takes, and we have this position where I gave up 2 pieces. I know that I shouldn't do that. One other move that comes to mind is to play bishop here. But then I have to give away the 2 bishops, and my king is still weak. I think, guys, we have to take there. I think it's really important because we are under pressure, and it's important to get rid of some of this pressure. Now, this sacrifice is still possible. That's why I'm thinking about keeping the queen in this line, so I'm protecting this pawn. Sorry, this pawn. Queen here is an option. Queen there is an option. Which one to go? I like this one more, even if my bishop is not having so many squares, but if h3, I can play bishop there and trade the bishops. Queen there is a smart move. Very smart move. I'm running out of time. I just realized that. I will bring the rook to the action. Let's go. Rook to the center. Now, if h3, I cannot really go there, because I would lose a piece. So I have to go there. Now, if bishop here, I'm not really scared. If g4, I can go back there. g4 is a move that is weakening a lot the king side of my opponent. So not sure if they should play that. I have a check here, and I will give it. The king is suddenly weak. And I could maybe sneak with the queen here. Maybe. It's interesting. Also, I could sneak with the queen here. Different moves. If I sneak with the queen here, there is then rook there. So I will go with the queen here. It's fun. If the queen goes there, I'm really running out of time. I can go back with the queen here, and then the rook can no longer go there. And my queen is quite strong because the bishop cannot attack it. Well, the bishop can attack it, but I'm going to trade it. Well, here it would be just hanging, and here I'm going to trade it, and then this bishop would be hanging. What am I threatening now? I'm threatening knight here, which would be trading material. I'm also threatening to take there, maybe, no? Can I take here? Bishop takes and I take there. There is an in-between check. Dirty check. There is the check in between. And I go here. Okay, but what if I play knight here? And I'm anyway attacking 2 pieces. If this bishop moves, I'm taking the one behind. And now I'm supporting with the knight those squares. Okay. So I go here. And now they have to move maybe the knight. This other bishop, sorry, here. But this bishop is not safe there. Is not safe. Where to go with the queen? That's a good question. Let's go here. I'm running out of time. I have to speed up. Okay, bishop there. That's smart. Okay, let's go here. I want to trade. Can we please trade pieces? I really want to trade here. I'm running out of time. And if I lose a game, I have to do a punishment. Okay, we take back here. Now I'm losing this pawn. Okay, but they don't take. I'll go back here attacking the queen. Yeah, if I take there, there is this move, so I'll just have to proceed backwards. Okay, I lost a pawn. But where is the queen going back? Oh, here. But I give a check, which looks nice. Oh, my cheese macaroni. I just noticed that the rook is hanging. Oh, that's not great. I didn't see that. Okay. I'm running out of time. I'll take here with check. I have to take back. I might lose my first game. Ouch. And there will be a punishment for the next one. I'm not going to reveal until I don't lose the game. Come on, I can hold this. I'm just a pawn down. We'll play this. I'll try to keep active rooks. I really hope they don't trade the queens. Even if I have 42 seconds. Let's remove this. I'll have to bring the king or trade this. Okay, so I should be able to stop the pawn from promoting. A draw would be great, but I have 37 seconds, which is not good at all. Okay, go there. They're playing so good. They're playing so well. Come on, move the bishop, please. They move the bishop, they are lost. Ooh. No, but not like this. I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. Opa! Okay. Okay, maybe. 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 It's a draw now. Now it's a draw. Now it's a draw. Oh, that's so bad. I just need to avoid losing the bishop. Okay, this is safe. Those are safe pre-moves. I will ask a draw. Okay, maybe now it's going to be a draw. Ah, that was so stressful. Mamma mia. Okay, crazy. Alright, short analysis. You can see the graph of this game. I got completely outplayed. My opponent knew very well the plan of the middle games and played really a series of good moves after each other, which is really impressive. So here they knew exactly that they have to put pressure, that they have to attack, but they never actually took there. They never fell into the trap. And then I slowly got outplayed here. 95 is a very strong move. And what impresses me, okay, here Queen C2 is also a very strong move. H3 is great, that they had such a great understanding of the plan. Basically, this is how white needs to play. Putting pressure with this isolated pawn, and then trading this isolated pawn if possible, and they did it. And now they have the bishop pair. And so what they do, they take space without fear. The king is getting a little bit weak, but they are not scared. And even here, I thought like, actually here, this looks scary, but not even, well, they thought a little bit, 15 seconds, and then they play this move, which is solving all the problems. Here there is a problem that if this knight moves, I'm threatening to take there, and then those two bishops are on the same file, but white is ignoring this, just controlling the square so the knight cannot go there, and then this check is also impressive. This is the best move. And then there are other impressive moves. And g4 also good. I mean, my opponent just played a game just very well. I didn't have a chance. Then I don't know what happened in the endgame because they had time here. And here they had to go, come on. They had to go towards this pawn. It's the logical is the logical approach, so that you kick the bishop, you promote the pawn, and then you will win the endgame. But they gave me a chance here. I had to go with the king here, so I get closer. But they gave me a chance now to bring the king closer. And once I can protect my bishop with the king, I'm controlling the square with the king and the bishop, that's a draw. And now the endgame, they tried to flag me, but I did a good job. Okay, let's play one final game. We can get to 1500, which is nice. And let's get it done. So we are playing with the white pieces. We are in the e4, e5 structure. I'm attacking this pawn. What is black going to play? Okay, they are defending the pawn, and now we are in the Italian. Whoa! 1500 Elo also playing the anti-fried liver defense. People are just terrified by this opening. Okay, I go for the center. I crush the center immediately, and I'm now taking back with the knight. I believe this is a blunder. I already see the move queen here, which is threatening mates and attacking the bishop at the same time, which looks nice. But maybe if I play this move, there is queen e7 that is protecting both things at the same time. So maybe it's time to sacrifice my bishop. King takes, and then bang. King moves, well, here or there, and then I take here with check. I think that's great, guys. 3, 2, 1, release the bomb. That's beautiful. I love when you can sacrifice a bishop at move 6. Alright, they don't take and they move the king there. So they understood that this move is way too strong. And now how to go on. I could simply take there. And the nice part is that they have to take back with this pawn. Because if they take back with this pawn, the queen is hanging. And then I just need to not lose this piece. I mean, I could still leave it there, actually. I could still castle because this cannot be taken. So we castle. I like it. Playing with fire. And cannot be taken because there is still this check. And at some point we will just go backwards. Okay, now the knight is developed. We could push. We could go back. We have different options. We could also go back here so that this is actually protected. Also play e5. But then after king takes this and queen takes, they took back the pawn. And I don't have so many pieces because my pieces are sleeping still. So I need to bring the pieces back. So I don't like e5. I think bishop here is just a great move. Protecting the king cannot really get to safety. This rook cannot join the party. And this king is really weak. What I have to do next, bring out the pieces. So we go with the knight here. I'm not scared of this move. That's attacking my queen. Yeah, but I can simply move it away. Okay, the queen is developed. I'm thinking about playing bishop here, offering a trade of bishops, but opening up the f file. That could be nice. On the other side, my pawn structure would be weak, would be seriously weak, and maybe I don't have to do that. I will play queen here. I'm protecting this pawn one more time, which was under attack twice. Okay, was attacked twice, but was protected 3 times because my bishop is also there. It's an atypical bishop. Usually the bishop is not there, but is there. I'm thinking about playing the move f4. I can't right now because the king is pinned. That's why I will play the move king here. Oh my gosh, guys, that's the biggest mistake you can do in chess. I say it every time, but I didn't do it. Ask what is the idea of my opponent last move, and that was it. I lost the rook. Guys, this video, I nearly lost the previous game, and now I'm losing an exchange in this one. That's a tragedy. Okay, we'll go back with the queen and we have to take. We lost an exchange. Is game over? Not. Because we still have lots of compensation here. It's insane because this king is basically is very weak and this rook is basically not playing. So it's true that I have a rook, but we have really lots of compensation for it. Now this pawn is under stress, under real stress. We need to protect it. And I think we just have one move and this knight here. That's so scary. Now they have this move, which would be attacking this pawn a third time. Also attacking this bishop looks really strong, but we have one move that protects everything, bishop here, and we play it immediately. I'm now attacking this, protecting this pawn because I'm interfering with the attack of the queen on the pawn, and I'm also attacking the knight, and I really want the knight to go back. Bye. Ciao. Take care. Okay, now we can try to take even more space and push this pawn forward. I like. The knight cannot go forward, basically, which is very good. You want the piece to Go back. Bye. Take care. Actually, don't take care. And I need to activate my pieces. They are still in the starting squares. That's not good. I'm an exchange down, but I have compensation here. I need to use the compensation. I need to bring out either the bishop or the knight. And I think I will go with the knight. Because I'm happy to trade the knight for the bishop. I will have the bishop pair. Then I will have to open up the files. And if they don't take, which I believe they won't, I will go with the knight here, attacking the queen and then possibly pushing this pawn. I can right now not push this pawn, or at least I couldn't push this pawn now, because this bishop would be hanging. Now with the knight, I'm also supporting the bishop, but it's a little bit too early to push this pawn if the queen is pressuring here, and if this king is not in such a big danger. Now, they traded. Okay, I'm impressed. They might also take here if they are material. Yeah, if they like material, you know, a pawn is a pawn, and it actually could have been taken. Oh, I believe they are really playing with fire. I will sacrifice one more pawn. I'm protecting this one, and I'm giving away this one, because I want to remove those two pawns and then attack this king really well. Actually, it looks nice. This position looks really nice. The nice part here, if they take, I will show you the power of an intermediate move. Now, if I take here, they will take with the queen, and the queen is actually protecting quite well, because my plan would be to play this, but then they can put the queen here, and they are protecting very well my attack on the knight. That's why I will play rook there. I'm attacking the queen, and the queen has to move. Now, to keep this pawn protected, they have to stay on this diagonal. They cannot go there. They cannot go there. They could have played queen here. But then I have rook there, and then the queen has to abandon this diagonal. Maybe the queen is even lost. And I could have taken this pawn. Now, I take this pawn, and the very nice part is that actually they cannot take back. So I didn't even lose the pawn. Well, I lost that pawn. So I'm still giving away lots of material, but now I start to see lots of compensation for it. This queen is out of the game. I can play... Well, I cannot play bishop here because the queen would come back in full force. But I can play, for example, rook there to cut the queen out. And then e3, or bishop there, or e6, and then I have a discovery check. I think this move needs to be played. Just run with the king out. Get out of there. Or also queen here, but nah, this is a mistake. Because I can simply push, and now the knight moves, and then I have a discovery check. So that was a mistake. I think running with the king out was needed. Yeah. Now we just take here, and we're very happy to have two pieces for the rook. Two pieces in general for a rook are really nice, especially middle game. In the end game then, let's give this... Boom. Nice. This is going to be a nice mate. Two pieces are usually better than a rook and a pawn in the middle game. Let's give another check. In the end game, the rook is starting to be stronger, and also the pawn can be promoted. So you start to have lots of opportunities. But in this position, with the king so exposed, the two bishops are, you see how strong they are. They are controlling all these squares. So the king is just left on those two squares, and now this is going to be checkmate. Two things that we can learn from this game. Bang! Bishop take f7 is brilliant. And every time you can sacrifice the piece there, in this case it's not even a sacrifice, because after king takes, we take back here, we give a check, and we are attacking this bishop. Always do that. It's always great. You're making the king weak, you're winning a pawn. It's amazing. And second things to learn, every time your opponent makes a move, shortly ask, what's their idea? If you understand that the pawn is pushed and now the bishop can... If I look at this side of the board, I would see. I just ignored it and then lost an exchange. Even after that, let's go back to the graph. You see here, like... It's a bad position. I'm minus 1.4. It's like if I'm a pawn down, basically. But you see that my position slowly increased because my opponent didn't play accurate moves. I took space, and now I'm already better. It's insane. I'm still a rook down, well, an exchange down, but I have a better position according to the engine. The bishop pair in particular is very strong, and especially when the opponent king is weak, cannot castle, this rook cannot join the party. That's a very hard position. Wow, lots of emotion today. Hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow, day 9. We are getting to half of this challenge. This challenge is just 25 days. I wanted to do it more difficult than the previous one. I hope I will get it done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time.